Hello. If you've ever tried to get your husband, your son or your boyfriend to the doctor, you'll know how difficult it is. They moan and they groan, but when it comes to the crunch, they'd rather suffer in silence than visit the surgery. So why is it so difficult for them? Having a checkup every now and again isn't so terrifying, and it can save lives.
Trevor Fairminer learned the hard way that it's important to visit the doctor.
There have been periods when I haven't been to the doctor for, say, 5 or 6 years until something's got to such a stage that I've had to go. And on the last occasion, it was when I had a nervous breakdown because of keeping everything inside, because of not sharing it with other people. And then I was very ill for some time, you know, with my nerves and depression, anxiety and one thing or another.
Trevor now runs a men's drop-in centre in Nottingham where men can discuss health and other issues.
It's very worrying for guys to go along to doctors as well, because they tend to think that the worst of things, so they keep putting it off and putting it off until eventually it becomes too late and they really are ill then, you know, and hopefully we can change some of that.
I think it's probably getting rid of some of the old barriers in terms of masculinity. I think that's probably the big issue.
Medical professionals made great efforts in trying to get women to come in for screening, for cervical screening and breast cancer screening. We've not really made the same sort of efforts with men. And there's also a certain sort of macho sort of culture that men feel, well, whatever the problem is, it'll settle down by itself, whereas women are slightly more likely to want to get it sorted out and find out exactly what it is.
I think, particularly for men, you feel you're expected to carry on and, with everything work-wise and everything else and cope with everything. And you're less likely to go to your GP with a problem.
The way general practice is now is very different from how it used to be. So the idea that I only want to see people when they're sick, that's no longer true. That there's a lot more emphasis now on wanting to see people when there's nothing wrong with them at all, or when they think there's nothing wrong with them, when they feel perfectly healthy, so we can do checkups and prevent problems developing. The easiest way of screening for testicular cancer is just for men to feel their own testicles. And if you have a cancer of the testicle, it's normally a hard lump, which normally doesn't hurt. So it's often the fact that it doesn't hurt that men leave these things.
Basically, I was in the bath having a wash and I checked myself and I felt a lump, only small, probably about a centimetre across. I thought there was obviously something not quite right with that, so what I decided to do was I left it for a few days in the hope it'd go away. On the Saturday, I went to see an emergency doctor. Told me it was a cyst, possibly a cyst, to come back within a week. Went back the following week and I was told that it wasn't a cyst, something more serious.
With cancer of the prostate, it normally starts as a whole range of prostate problems that men get with dribbling or difficulty starting to urinate or difficulty finishing or having to get up in the middle of the night or maybe getting urine infections. So if they get problems like that, it's almost certainly not cancer, but it might be enlargement of the prostate.
I had a little bit of water trouble and I went to the doctors and he sent me to the hospital for a screening, like, you know. And when I got there, they said that the prostate was a little bit enlarged, but it was all right, they didn't need to operate.
The longer you leave anything can make it worse for yourself. 2 years down the line, you're going to the doctors to talk about it. If you'd have gone 2 years previous, 2 years down the line, you'd be cured and it'd all be out of the way.
For more information, write to Lifeline, Men's Health, PO Box 8000, Birmingham B12JN. The information's available in Braille or large print if you ask for it. More details are on Centex, page 616.
I don't think men's health issues are really pushed enough to make a man sit up and think, I best go and sort something out. It's not until somebody has a heart attack or chest pains or some problem, you know, pain down their arm, that they suddenly think, might be something wrong here, and they decide to go. I think up to that point, they don't bother.
That's it for Lifeline this week. I'll be back at the same time next week. Till then, bye-bye.